All right, guys. State of play. The Last of Us Part 2. Let's get it popping. Let's see what this game is all about, huh?
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. Ellie! But they ain't.
Please stop!
Look, graphically, the game is amazing. I think we can all agree about that.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
She's so tiny. Imagine getting your butt beat by this little girl, bro. She be kicking full-grown dudes' butts since she was like 12. Imagine being killed by her.
Cost.
Like, full-grown
We
men.
could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Just imagine getting killed and overpowered by this noodle-armed girl. Just imagine.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
I like that. See how the gameplay looks, boys.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives.
I really like that. That's actually pretty dope.
These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely.
It should have been like that in the first game. So I'm glad that they added all this.
The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Oh.
Clip her wings.
Oh, this scene
But
again.
beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. They are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers, large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims.
Yo,
But
yo.
our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Oh, it's nasty.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage.
Let's get in there.
The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you even while in cover.
Yo, they got your scent.
They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection.
They could be hiding anywhere.
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack. You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow.
Rambo girl.
Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move. Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
She's a woman, not the god! Oh my god! The woman, not the
Between the
god!
human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
Sounds like a rave.
Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system.
Yay.
Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character.
I like it. It looks all good. I just need to play it to see how it controls and everything. But everything looks good like the first game. It's not. It's
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Yo.
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay.
All right, let's see this
Enjoy.
never-before-seen gameplay. Like I said, it all looks great. It looks great. I just got the controls and everything for me are like Last of Us Part 1 is what I didn't like, how it controlled and like just everything. I mean, I know the game's good, like which is I'm willing to give it another try and buy the game. I got the game Last of Us Part 1 with my PS4 for free. I think I'm going to replay that game just so I can maybe just give it another shot. I don't know. I just felt like I was just...
Did you find her yet? Shit.
But we'll see. We'll see. It looks good, though. It looks good. Can't Can't fault the way that it looks graphically.
Isaac's not happy about it.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
I think they probably should have ended it right there, to be honest. I don't know if we needed this. I think that was enough. I think it looks good enough from what they showed us. But then again, I'm not gonna hate on them showing us more, but I think they showed enough game. That was great gameplay. I mean, I don't know. Do we need any more? I don't know if I need to see her swimming in all this, you know? But hey, whatever. It's just extra. That's the swimming. Swimming's good. I like the fact that they added a lot of a number of different things. Look, we could all make fun of the jump button and all that stuff like that, but I think that's good. Like, you can swing, you can jump, you can climb. These are all things that should have been in the first game, guys. So we can't fault them for making it better. Ooh.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
Let me see.
Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Oh. That girl.
That was dumb.
Oh, that girl's dead, just like the Vita that she was playing. Now they're both dead. She should have just chilled.
Boat's away. Word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for Bob.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Upstairs.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Oh, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
Hope that's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear why we're all getting called up to the fob?
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
That's what I heard.
Shut up.
All right, calm down.
Charlotte! Roger and back! Sticky tape from that way!
Here comes Rambo girl. So this is the deadliest girl in the history of 19-year-old women. I mean, heck, she's been doing this for a long time, right? She was doing this when she was like 12 or whatever, right? So this is the strongest, most deadliest woman. Like, Ronda Rousey ain't got nothing on Ellie. Animal abuse. Where's PETA? PETA, call PETA. She's a woman, not a god. Everybody knows who. If you know Angry Jonah's review of the Rambo game, that's what Nindy Gamer was referencing when I kept on saying that. Just look up Angry Joe Rambo review. Just look up that. You'll see what I'm talking about. First game, she was 14. All right, 14 years old. She was doing the same thing, though. I mean, you had grown men getting bodied by this little girl. So it makes sense that now that she's 19, she's even almost twice as good as she was before.
Just like that.
She can see enemies through walls because it's a video game. Metal Gear Ellie. I know, this is the best Metal Gear game since Metal Gear Solid 5, dude.
Saw movement.
I'll go check it out. I got you covered. Shit! Shit! Look out! Move! Over here! Drop her now, drunk asshole!
Drop her down or what? Ow! Oh no, my sides! My ab workout didn't work.
I found her!
What is he just standing there for? Shoot! Oh, like Austin Powers? Like, oh.
Right over there!
Oh no! It's like that part is super bad. Oh, the cops! On the harder difficulty, he probably would have shot. Like this is on the normal difficulty probably, like somebody said in the chat. So the harder difficulty, he would have shot. She would have been dead right there. But in this difficulty, nah, they'd probably just leave it. Oh, the game looks amazing. The game looks good. I don't think this is gonna. People thinking that this is gonna be a bad game. I told you guys from the beginning. That's why I wasn't crapping on this game like a lot of you guys were. Like with the whole, yeah, the story, whatever, you know, spoiler story, you know. But like in terms of the game, like I don't think this is gonna. I mean, there's definitely a lot worse games out there. And considering the crap that we get, like Anthem, can we be fair to The Last of Us Part 2? I mean, like Anthem's trash. This game is 10 times better than Anthem. And that's a AAA game too, you know, so.
You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
It looks even better at 20 bucks. Yeah, this game would be if you wait and if you just wait, you'll get it for cheaper. Yeah, it'll be legit dope at 20 bucks. You'll be having the time of your life. Although I got mine for free, I guess, but I still didn't like it, but yeah. Oh, this is good gameplay though. I like it. It's not bad. Like I said, it's not anything like super crazy, like to me, but it's not. It looks good graphically, but I can already tell it's robotic. You can tell that it's kind of like a lot of I mean, I don't know. There's just something about it.
Put that shit down. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Good. It's good state of play. Good state of play. June 19th. I'm down. I'm gonna be getting it. Gonna be streaming it for you guys. So I'm down. I like these state of plays that Sony's doing. Sony might copy a lot, but state of play is good. I told you guys, when they have better games to show, state of play will be good. And that's what they're doing. They took the feedback, and that's exactly what they're doing. The state of plays are good. The last two state of plays have been better than their super copy Nintendo state of plays. Like, although this is kind of copying, like, you know, Nintendo Direct a certain way. Like, they've been better and better because they have better games to show. Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us Part 2 are better than most of the games that they showed off in their state of plays before. Maybe with the exception of Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm not sure, but they just showed a little snippet of that. So I like the overall, like, I like how they have everything kind of put in there. I like how they have like a whole direct associated with it. That's dope. You know, that's really, really cool. So I'm down for that. So what did you guys think of this? Is going to be a YouTube video for my live reaction. So what did you guys think about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate that, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.